I want to show you today the exact method that I use to learn songs. So what's the purpose of plug and play? Well, plug and play is being able to take a very simple finger picking pattern and apply it to a whole song that normally would be strumming, and these would be vocal songs. Alright, I've picked today Leaving on a Jet Plane as the song that I want to learn. So what I want to do is I want to listen to this song like a million times. I want to really get that melody in my head. And so what I'm going to be doing is no guitar playing. I'm just going to be listening to this song, maybe play it in a loop all day long if I have to. Next step I want to do is I want to memorize these words. I want to be able to sing this song and memorize the words. So it's really important to try to go through that process, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be fumbling with the words while you're trying to play the guitar. And that's one of the reasons why people have a tough time singing and playing, is they kind of know how to do sort of a little bit of both, but they don't really have one or the other down. Another thing you can do is you can go to a karaoke site and sing along to the music minus the melody. But what I recommend not to do is don't look at the words. You want to have these memorized at this point, because when we do break out the guitar, we don't want to be taxing our brain trying to remember words while we're playing the guitar. Alright, so the next step is to get in the groove of this song. And this may be the most important part. I mean, they're all important, but this is a real key step that I think a lot of people avoid for some reason, okay? So what you want to do is just with your feet, and I've got my feet here and my old shoes on, and I got a metronome in the background tapping at 85 beats per minute. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap along with it, okay, with my foot. Trying to match the beat perfectly. I don't have a guitar with me right now. It's just me and my feet and my old shoes. Okay. And now the next step, or part of this step, is to go ahead to try to sing along with it. So let me do that. All my bags are packed and I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. And so on and so forth. Now, don't skip this step, because if you do, then you're going to run into problems later on down the road. You have to get into the groove of the song, okay? This is a very important step. They're all important, but this one I think is especially important. So there's 3 different ways to be able to use plug and play. Ultimately, the best way to use plug and play is to have the actual sheet music to the song you want to learn. So in this case, I found some sheet music, and it is right here. This is Leaving on a Jet Plane. And I'm ignoring all of this stuff right here, all of the notes and everything, because what we're going to do is we're going to take each one of the measures and we're going to use our plug and play pattern. We're going to plug in the pattern for the G chord, and then this is one measure right here. And then we're going to plug in the pattern for the C chord and plug back in the pattern for the G chord, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're not looking at these notes, but what's good about this sheet music is it has the measures broken down. Okay, so here's measure 1, I'll call it, because this is really when the song starts. Measure 1, measure 2 right here, and all you do is just plug in the pattern right here. and I will show you how to do that. That's what's good, and all the words are right down here. So we have the chords, the measures broken down, and we have the words. That's all we need to really be able to do this. Now, alternatively, there's what's known as a lead sheet, and let me show you what that looks like. This is Ultimate Guitar Tab, and this is a lead sheet where they have the words right here, and then they have the chords above. What's good about this is this tells you when to change the chords. And so the problem, though, is with the lead sheet, you have to go ahead and count out the measures and create measures. I'm going to show you how to do that too, if this is all you could find. Alternatively, let me just go here and just type in tab, okay? So I'll go to this site right here, and here's the tablature. The problem is if you play this is not the plug and play pattern, and you can't take these notes right here that we're playing in this tab and transfer it to many thousands of songs like you can with plug and play, okay? So this doesn't help. This tablature is only specific to this song, if that makes sense, all right? So this is not a one size fits all. This is just for this song. I suppose that these right here, each one of these individual boxes might be the measures, but it's missing some words. This is a great site if you want to get tablature and learn it the way that they're teaching it. Like if you want to learn, strumming or whatever, you could see here that they have this for solo guitar. You have to pay a small fee for getting this. I think it's worth it if that's the way that you want to go. But this is not going to teach you plug and play, all right? So the best thing to do is to find the sheet music for the song, because that's where we're going to be able to insert our plug and play pattern. While you're looking at the sheet music, also look at the chords that are in the song, because there might be some chords that you don't know, and that's going to hold you up. Okay, no sense in trying to learn a song if you don't know the chords first. So what you're going to want to do, obviously, is go ahead and try to learn that chord, all right? And if you need help with that, let me know. There's also workarounds with a capo. A lot of people don't utilize a capo properly, and you could always take a capo and say that you have to play an F chord. Well, if you capoed up 3 and you played a D chord with the capo on, that's the F chord right there. So there's chord positioning with capos that will make life easier. But if you need help with that, please just make a comment below in the comments area. All right, that's 5 of the 10 steps, and we're going to cover that in another video in this series. But for right now, let me just put up the what to expect for the next video in this series here. These are the rest of the steps. Last week I received so many requests that if I'm here writing tab out for each one of those songs, I'll be here for another 3 years, and you'll be saying, Bob, where's my song? So it's important to understand that we're going to be using, with those requests, a plug and play pattern. I'm going to show you a pattern, and we're going to plug in that pattern, and that's how we're going to learn your song. You're going to be able to play and sing your song. But it's really important that you get started now with learning the words to your song and being able to get into the groove of it. Next week I'm going to finish off this lesson, and in the meantime, if you could be working on your song, singing the song, and just getting into the rhythm of the whole thing, that would be great. So I hope you have a great day, happy picking, and I'll see you in the next video.